Hi YouTube. I was shopping today and so it came into my mind that I have a very nice topic for you to speak, and it's about all the beautiful things which are appearing in our life and we don't realize them or take them for granted, but we really have to recognize that those little sweet things that we see or which we experience are really blessings in our life, you know. And it starts with small things, but they are really one of the most beautiful things in life. For instance, flowers, you know. Even as a male, you know, when I see beautiful flowers on a meadow, it really lights my heart, you know. It's much better than I see concrete or something else, you know. When you see flowers, it's like a blessing from creation to lighten our hearts, to give us, it's like a balm for our souls, you know, to give us joy in our life. And the blessings of nature, when we take these beautiful things on, they can really lighten up our daily life and give us so much energy and power and joy to go on our way. But it's not only that, it's also the little things in our life, in our daily communication, which can bring us much joy when we hear the words, you know, and when we see the little things, the little presence of love that we can get every day when we are open for that, and when we show our human friends or all creatures that we are also willing to give that love back, you know. And when you are open for that and expanding this beautiful energy of, we can name it unconditional love, to our vicinity, to the world outside, then this unconditional love, or the willingness to give love to ourselves from others, comes back to us. And it's so wonderful to experience this, you know. Only when we block us out, when we live just closed in us, and that not for only some moments but for some times, then we really close this connection and we build a wall so others don't try to give us love or don't try to get in contact with us, because they know we block love out. And even when we would give love, it's not seeable or sensible from them because of the wall we have built around us. One moment, the light. You see, that is my light. I will show you. This is the light. This light I use to lighten up my face, because usually I'm rather too dark for normal light. But when I use this light, it makes me too bright, you know. But even those light, I've got this reptilian eyes, and in one video of mine, people said I have reptilian eyes, but that was because of that light, you know. Okay, we should take back. I hope then you know it. And what I try to say is that also in the life for ourselves, when we see our history, you know, we have to recognize that there was mostly much blessing in there, but we didn't saw it, you know. And also in our professional lives, you know, when we usually are confronted with challenges, there are so many blessings, but we didn't recognize it. For instance, when I see my personal development and in my professional life, I could really, and that's really the truth. I wrote it on one of my last writs, but I was pulled up several times to beaten down again totally, you know. So I could really cry about that, because my life really is just a shadow of the past. But I missed, you know, I failed in that time when all went good, all things went good, to enjoy them, you know, without lows or highs, no lows, without no lows, no highs. And when we are in a high, you know, we have really to enjoy them. But what we are doing is mostly when we reached a certain point, we don't enjoy it, you know. We just work, we are busy and doing all the time, and think how to get better, how to can do more, and we miss, you know, to enjoy good times. And when we fail to enjoy, or we miss in ourselves the ability to enjoy it, and the next time comes, and it always comes, because life is a flow up and down, then we are unhappy. But when we recognize that life is a flow, when we recognize that we are a part of the whole game, when we recognize that we have chosen a life which holds all the up and downs in it, to experience life in the full range of it, you know, because that is why we came here, and that is why we are here, then we get open again for the joy in our past, which was given to us, even when in those times we didn't recognize it, because we were too close in our daily madness, which is typical human, you know. We are raised, our whole education system is made us like a horse, always running faster, and when it's over, then we just press, and oh my God, I've done this right, I've done this wrong, but we didn't enjoy the race, you know. And race is also, when we recognize that sense of our lives, then race in that case is a totally wrong description, you know. It's a journey, and that journey has to enjoy us, or we must be open to enjoy the journey. And another thing which is very important is to take care of the body to can enjoy life, because when we rose up, we came into this madness, you know, in this race. And when we are in the race of life, then we forgot to take care of our bodies. But when we don't take care of our bodies get ill, you know. And when we get ill, we cannot enjoy life. And when, on the other hand, when we take care of our bodies, there are several alarms in our bodies. We just have to feel them, you know. When we feel them, when we calm down, lay in the bed or sit on a chair and have some minutes and feel in our body, we really become aware of what is wrong. But what is wrong is mostly things we created them, because our body, everybody in 3D is a self-healing body, you know, as long as the body gets a chance to heal itself. And so we have to take care of our body and give him the most support we can, and we have to take out stress of our life, and we have to enjoy, because joy is really a cure. It's a healing process, and when we starting that process, you know, we can even get more joy in our life. And so take care. I want to tell you a little story. Today forenoon, Jehovah's Witnesses were ringing on my bell, and I opened the door, and so I came again in discussions with them, because I don't want to be not friendly. I want to be friendly to people, and so I always talk with them. But what I really don't want to do, and so I let them speak, is to take them their face. And why? Because in that stage where they are, I cannot give them another hope, another deep face, you know. 30 years ago or even longer, my mother said to me, when you can rescue people out of a plight they're in, don't show them the plight, you know. And even when I don't have to show them the plight, because it's no plight, it's their journey, and it doesn't matter if they believe on, doesn't matter who or what, you know, because at the end we are eternal beings, and we have a soul, and we get in another dimension, you know. But why should I take them the joy where they are in, you know? That face is their joy. And so we should always aware of, don't take any joy from the people as long as they don't harm other beings with it, you know. So expect hunters, you know, or something like that, take them the joy for killing her, but that is very extreme example for that. All the others, let them, yeah, their joy. And I hope you've enjoyed this wit, and Namaste.